Dear students, in this video we'll discuss about class 3 Oxford New Learners Grammar and Composition chapter number 16 sentences. Okay, so if you have not watched the previous chapters, to here look at the screen, you can go to the playlist section and also watch. Okay, so here read the following. Take the ones you think are sentences, right? So here the first one, we went to Gangtok last summer. So here it makes a complete sense, right? As there is a subject we and verb went, right? And escaped subject, the other part this is known as predicate. And here the first one expresses a complete sense, so this is sentence, right? Then second one here, he must a to school. So what does it mean? So here it doesn't express any sense, right? So here this is not a sentence. The next year, these water need plants a lot of. Here in the third number, you find this is also a group of words, but it doesn't express a complete meaning. These water need plants a lot of. These plants need a lot of water, right? So this is also not a sentence. The next year, the beat 9 drums, right? So this is also not a sentence. Then next here is the boy running fast. So here this, so here it expresses a complete sense and meaning. So this is a sentence, right? So you have to tick here. Then next here, I saw a crocodile yesterday, right? So here all these sentences. So here all the from 1 up to 6. These are group of words. But here some group of words they express meaning, and other some group of words they don't convey a meaningful sense, so they are not called sentence, right? So here the first one, this is a sentence, and here the fifth one and sixth one and fifth and sixth, they are sentence because it express, because they express a complete sense or meaning, right? Then next here, you have already learned what a sentence is and what a sentence must have, right? So a sentence is a group of words arranged to make a complete meaning. So suppose there are a group of words, but if they don't convey a meaning, so that will not be called as a sentence, right? Suppose take an example, I, boy, am, a. So this is group of words, but it doesn't convey a complete sense or meaning. So this is not a sentence, right? So a group of words must have sense or meaning, that will be called as sentence. So here a sentence is a group of words arranged to make a complete meaning. A sentence must have a verb, right? So as we have discussed in the here, as here the first sentence there is subject we and verb went, but in the second sentence, right, there is a subject but there is no verb. In the third one you find there is a subject as well as verb, but they are not arranged in a proper order, so this is not a sentence, right? In the fourth one you find these are the group of words but not arranged properly, so this is not a sentence. Then in the fifth number is the boy, there is subject as well as verb, subject the boy, verb is running, and they are arranged properly, so this is called as a sentence. The last number you find there is a subject I and verb saw, and it makes a complete meaning, so this is a sentence, right? So here a sentence must have a verb, a sentence must start with a capital letter, right? So this is the most important point you have to remember. Each sentence starts with a capital letter, each sentence, and it must end with a full stop, right? Or a question mark or an exclamation sign, right? So suppose take an example, I am a boy, right? So here the first letter of the sentence should be capitalized, that means should be written in capital letter. So here I, and the sentence should be end in a full stop, so you have to use a full stop to end the sentence, right? So suppose take an example, am I a boy? Am I a, okay? So here am I a boy? So as here the first letter of the sentence a, that should be written in capital letter, and this is a question, so you have to use a question mark at the end of the sentence, right? So suppose take an example, what a beautiful flower, right? What a beautiful flower this is. So you have to use exclamation mark at the end of the sentence, and you should start the sentence with the capital letter. That means the first letter of each sentence should be written in capital letter, right? Clear? Then next here, choose the correct words from the brackets to make complete sentences. So here one has been done for you, right? So you so here we are moving to a new house. So here the first one here the first one is already provided. Then next here, this house is a dash, right? Off close or close to the park. So you know here the first one, it doesn't convey a meaning, so you have to use the second one, close to the park, right? The next year, I like dash. Think to it or the view from my house. So, you know here the second one, because it conveys a meaning. So here you have to use the second one. I like the view from my room, right? The next year, my school is a dash 5 kilometers from my new home or in the night. Yes, the first one, it conveys a meaning. My school is a 5 kilometers from my new home. The next year, many of my friends, far away or live far away. Yes, so there should be at least a verb. So in the second one, there is a verb live, right? Live far away. The next year, I will miss dash. Them in the playground or friends tomorrow. I will miss them in the playground, right? First one. The next year, a sentence must have a verb. Tick the correct sentences, put a cross for the ones that are not sentences and correct them, right? So here one has been done for you. So here the first one, my friend and I school late yesterday. So this is wrong. That means it does not convey a meaning. So you have to add here a verb, right? Were. My friend and I were late for school yesterday. So here the next one, the teacher was not happy with us. So, here it conveys a meaning. So no need to add any words here. Okay, so you have to just tick. Okay. The next year, she asked us why we late. She asked us why. Yes, we were. So just you have to add here were between we and late. Okay, we were late, right? So just first you have to put across, then you have to rectify. You have to add where. The next year I said we an elephant on the road. Here it doesn't convey a meaning. So you have to add here verb saw, right? We saw an elephant on the road. So first you have to put across, then you have to add a verb here. I said we saw an elephant on the road, right? The next year we looked at it for a long time. So here it expresses a complete meaning. So just you have to put a tick. Then next year, so we late. So we are late, right? The first you have to put a cross here. Then you have to rectify. We are late. So we are late, right? Then next year, use the sentence building blocks given below to make new sentences and complete the passage on the next page, right? So here you find there are some words are given, okay, building blocks. So you have to make, okay, sentence, meaningful sentences, right? So here, okay, the first one is already provided. I went to the park last evening. Then there I saw some children and a few dogs. So here, okay. So here already first one is provided. Then now you have to use the second blocks, right? First I climbed the bars of a climbing ladder. So here at first I climbed the bars of the climbing ladders. Then climbing ladder, okay, ladder. Then I went up and down in the swing. Okay, full stop. So just you have to remember, you have to start the sentence with a capital letter and end the sentence according to the mood, whether you have to use a full stop or question mark or exclamation mark, right? Then next I went inside the rocket, right? Then next it was a great fun. So here you have to use exclamation mark, okay? Here at the end of the sentence, it was a great fun. So here you have to use exclamation mark, right? Exclamation mark. Clear? The remaining parts will be discussed in the next video. So I think this video will help you. If you find any doubt, you can comment in the comment box. Okay, thank you.